Brothers and sisters, friends and seekers of peace, how often do we hear the whisper in our hearts, the whisper that says, I should pray more, I should read Quran, I should be a better Muslim, but life is so demanding, it's just hard. We carry this weight, this guilt, as if Islam is a mountain we cannot climb. We've convinced ourselves that a deep spiritual connection requires hours we don't have and an energy we can't muster. But what if I told you that the entire axis of your world could shift in just 7 minutes? Not 7 hours. 7 minutes, 7 minutes, 7 minutes, you're in here tapping. The whisper comes, as it often does, in a moment of stillness. It's the gap between finishing a task and starting the next, the quiet hum of the engine at a red light, the deep silence of the house after everyone has gone to sleep. It's a gentle yet persistent nudge in the heart. You should pray. You should connect with your Lord. You should be better. And almost immediately, like a well-rehearsed chorus, the resistance rises. It's not a rejection of faith, not at all. It is the crushing weight of modern life. It's the mental list of deadlines, the unread emails, the groceries that need buying, the children that need attention, the sheer exhausting effort of just keeping everything afloat. The thought of adding one more thing, especially something presented as a monumental spiritual task, feels like being asked to run a marathon after already having run one. So we sigh. We tell ourselves, I will when I have more time, when life is less chaotic, when I am a better person, then I will be worthy of that connection. And we push the whisper down, carrying the subtle guilt of a promise deferred. This, perhaps, is one of the greatest tricks our own minds and the distractions of the world play on us. We have unconsciously painted a picture of devotion that is framed in austerity and burden. We imagine it requires the solitude of a monk, the schedule of a scholar, the unwavering focus of a saint. We look at the 5 daily prayers not as 5 lifelines, but as 5 appointments we are sure to fail. We see the Quran not as a healing for the hearts, but as a thick book we must finish. We have conflated the depth of the connection with the length of the ritual. We have been sold a lie that to be a good Muslim is to be a perfect Muslim, and that perfection is a distant, unattainable peak. But let's pause and consider the very essence of the one who calls us to Him. Allah is Ar-Rahman Far-Rahim, the entirely merciful, the especially merciful. His mercy is not a prize for the perfect, it is the very environment in which we exist. He is Al-Latif, the subtle, the kind, who understands the intricacies of our lives, the fatigue in our bones, the chaos in our minds. Would such a Lord design a religion that is a heavy chain, an impossible standard meant to break our backs? The Quran itself refutes this beautifully with a verse that feels like a cool hand on a fevered brow. And Allah intends for you ease and does not intend for you hardship. Around 1995. This is not a secondary principle, it is a primary intent. The entire legal and spiritual framework of Islam is built upon this foundation of divine facilitation. This is where the revolution of 7 minutes begins. It is a deliberate, psychological dismantling of the myth of austerity. It is not about adding another mountain to climb. It is about discovering a hidden path that was there all along. Think about it, 7 minutes. What can you truly accomplish in 7 minutes? You can't draft a full report. You can't cook a complex meal. You can't have a truly resolving conversation. But you can absolutely save your soul from drowning. You can reset your entire compass. The genius of this approach is that it targets the primary obstacle, the inertia of starting. The greatest barrier to prayer is not the prayer itself. It is the mental negotiation we have to go through to get to the prayer mat. Do I have time for wudu? Is the room clean? Do I know enough to pray properly? The 7-minute challenge bypasses this entire internal committee. It says, forget all that. Just find a quiet corner, right where you are. If you can make wudu, excellent. If not, do time on the earth is your mosque. Now, just be present. And in that space, the act itself becomes breathtakingly simple. It's not about reciting the longest chapters. It's about understanding the meaning of the shortest ones. It's not about an hour of supererogatory prayers. It's about 2 units of sincere, focused conversation. In your salah, you are not performing for an audience. You are standing before your Creator who already knows the contents of your heart. You can stand and simply say, Al-Fatiha, and mean every single word of it. The praise, the acknowledgement of Lordship, the plea for guidance. You can bow and in your heart feel the relief of submitting a weight. You can prostrate, and in that ultimate position of vulnerability, you can whisper, Ya Rab, help me. Ya Allah, thank you for this. Subhanaka Allahumma, glory to you. I believe in you. This is the accessibility. It meets you exactly where you are. Are you in your office stressed about a presentation? 7 minutes in an empty conference room can change your entire approach. Are you a new mother exhausted and touched out? 7 minutes while the baby naps can feel like a full night's rest for your soul. Are you a student overwhelmed by exams? 7 minutes of prostration can clear the mental fog better than any energy drink. The format remains the same, but the conversation is uniquely, intimately yours. This is the profound shift from austerity to accessibility. It transforms Islam from a destination you must arduously travel to into a wellspring you can drink from at any moment. The water is always flowing. We just need to cup our hands and take a drink. The door is always open. We just need to take a single step across the threshold. The connection is not a complex algorithm to be solved. It is a direct line to be picked up. When we internalize this, the guilt evaporates. It is replaced by a sense of possibility, of a constant available refuge. The whisper in the heart is no longer a source of anxiety, but an invitation to a 7-minute oasis. And once you taste that water, you will find yourself returning to the well not out of obligation, but out of a deep, sustaining thirst for the divine ease that was promised to you all along. Sorry, that's beyond my current scope. Let's talk about something else.